Do you know why men get paid more than women and always will and always have? It's because men have to do something with their time when they can't get women, and later on, they get paid for what they become good at. Stardust did a recent video about women's endless complaining about the wage gap and needing magical solutions to always occur to fix those problems, but really they don't want them fixed. Women just want to be heard. They don't want their problems fixed. They just want to endlessly complain, so we'll always hear about it. It made me think about another thing that I don't think anyone's talked about or touched on. Think about how recently it's been shown that almost 90% of men on social media dating sites and hooking up in general are ignored. Most women are going for that top 10 to 20% of men, which leaves the vast majority alone to figure out what they'll do with their time away from women. What happens is you find something else to do. You become good at that because you don't have the social outlet of women and dating. And later on, that tends to pay off. And that obsessiveness, that solitary obsessiveness in his hobbies before, away from socializing, because don't forget, women during dating and when they're younger get off on the attention, even if they don't actually go out with a guy. A lot of women just get off on having a lot of men in their inbox flirting with them and sometimes not even going out on dates. So a woman spends a lot of her time socializing with friends or lovers or potential lovers, even if she does nothing. 80 to 90% of men don't have a social life. They find themselves spending time with things, abstractions, getting good at hobbies and pastimes, a work ethic towards stuff and things and organization, creativity, so on and so forth. And those things, surprise, surprise, they fit very well into the workforce, especially the isolated parts of the workforce that not many people want to do. Take a look at where women want careers. It's always fairly social. It's never solitary. If they start their own businesses, it's got to do with fashion or children or an office room environment where there's meetings and things like that. Whereas when you look at the very highly paid specialized jobs, they tend to be very isolated jobs, very antisocial jobs, jobs that you're basically working 24/7, obsessing over a world of just work, which, surprise, surprise, correlates with most men who couldn't get women. They're used to that world, obsessing over a job, a hobby, an interest, a passion, not socializing. They get very good at the singular focus that their pastimes require, solitary tasks that their hobbies require, and later in life, antisocial, boring jobs that no one likes, but get paid the most because they are so isolated and antisocial. They're esoteric and abstract things outside of social interaction, largely. There's not the work-life balance that women seek so often. Think about it. Guys who could never get women, they never had the work-life balance. It was all work. There was no social life. He only had the work he was interested in. And we all know when you love your work, you're better at it, you become more specialized, and you'll get more paid because you're such a sharp instrument in that line of work. Basically, life will make use of men. We have to find substitutes for women. You see these nerds who later on become millionaires, and they still don't know how to be a boyfriend or a husband. They've been conditioned. They've been set like concrete to be obsessed with their work and things that they're interested in and what they do. Take a look at Elon Musk, obsessive and brilliant at the things he does. He doesn't know how to do relationships, and who can blame him? Men feel the vacuum, the absence of women with something else and get good at it and obsessed with it and the work ethic that's formed around it. And usually that plays out later in life. And thus they'll always get paid more for that. Not to mention their biological competitive inclinations. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section and if you've ever thought of this, that the 80-20 rule, What happens to people who can't socialize or get love or keep striking out with the opposite gender? What do they replace that with? How does that play into later on them becoming an expert in a field of life where they didn't waste it, spinning plates and being occupied socializing, drinking, sleeping around, having relationships, where they were effectively socializing with their work, in love with their work. And when you love your work and you're good at it, of course you're going to get paid more for it. And it doesn't feel like work. You'll work 7 days a week. Look, men are doers, we're workers. And quite simply, if we can't do women, we will do something else and get good at it. If we're not socialized by love and women, we get socialized by something else. We get obsessed by something else. Men learn to love something other than women when they can't love women. Interesting to think about. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, support the channel. Thanks to all you guys who do, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later. Bye.